Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcon. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Army Black Knights offense will start this game off. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end and just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
A first down for the offense. Defense in press coverage. He's going to go for a big one. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
7-0. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the run, it's John. Discards a man. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Falcons will move the sticks. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And that ball is picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go with a direct snap. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's John. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a 1st.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's sacked. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Trying play action. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the right. Incomplete, the defense holds.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They're just about ready to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Falcons want to pick up the tempo. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the ball is intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Good timing on the quick out. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Black Knights have moved it inside the 20. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy, breezy.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The back goes in motion. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Air Force 7. Returner runs out of bounds.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Going up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wells. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Open space at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Finds his man. It's sacked.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Runs through a tackle. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's John. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Wants to throw on second down. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Falcons are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The sure hands, it's set. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
Makes the grab inside the 30. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Army! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to buy time. At the 35, he's open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He wants to throw. Steps away. Short gain on the play before he slides. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, wants to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Phyllis, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They looked like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Running back searching for a hole. At midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job.
Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll try it over the left side. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Plows through the defense. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pressure coming. And they get the sack just like that.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to the ground game on the left. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Third down coming.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to beat him to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. And they'll knock him down. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking for space. It's John. At the 10, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Black Knights! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's John.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Grab near the marker. It's set. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quickly to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Looking for space. It's Lincoln. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Snap it to the back. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 15, set to advance on the football. Returner runs out of bounds.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's sacked. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. There's a long and